Hello, you crazy blobs. I've changed my username. I've been unhappy with my username for a long time, so I thought I'd discuss now why I changed it and sort of the history of all my online usernames. So it all started back, I don't know, 3 years ago, let's say, when I first got the game Geometry Dash for my tablet. This very same tablet right here. Some friends introduced me to this game. Pretty popular at the time. It's a little jumpy game. You jump over some spikes. I like the game a lot, but one of the things is that the game, it was sort of my first experience with gaming at the time. One of my first, where I had to create a username. So I decided to experiment with usernames. This is sort of where it all started. One of my first usernames that I remember picking for the game was Electricity, and sort of a combination of two words. Is it, which is a guild from the card game Magic the Gathering. By the way, they weren't even my favorite guild. I'm a hardcore Simic fan. I've always been, but I don't know. Is it just, you can fit it in with other words nicely. Simic, you can't really do that. Maybe I just wasn't thinking at the time, but either way, the Is It is a guild in this card game, and there's sort of a bunch of mad scientists that play around with lightning a lot, so Electricity, there we go, boom, bada bing. Username created. So I don't think I used this username for long, but my second username, or not my second, probably my fifth or something, but the second one that I remember was World Soul. Now, at the time, I was really into, like, trying to help out the planet, you know, all that stuff. I mean, I still do, but, like, I don't know, I thought I was a weird kid at the time, so I thought by making my name World Soul, I was, you know, helping the planet or something. The thing is, there's two types of players in Geometry Dash. There's those with the golden name, and those with the green name. I realized I've been rocking my chair in this video a lot. Sorry about that. Those with the golden name are, in a sense, verified. They're the only users in the game to have this username, while the green ones are they're just regular old folks. They're nobodies. They're losers. So I was like, hey, there's no golden guy named World Soul yet, so I'm gonna do that. Me, being a connoisseur of technology at the time, didn't know my email and accidentally sent the verification email to the wrong email account. I don't even know if that email account existed or not. Maybe it did. If so, some guy got a username. Hey, would you like to verify World Soul for your Geometry Dash username? I lost that username. I could no longer send the verification email to my actual email address, so yeah, so I was forced to change my username. So I liked World Soul. I was attached to that name, and there's only one actual documented proof that I ever had that name. It was in an old Geometry Dash level. I was quite disappointed after I lost it. So I took inspiration elsewhere, from the game Terraria. Now, this is sort of interesting because my first video on my YouTube channel, I talk about basically how I want to be a gaming channel that plays Geometry Dash and Terraria. That's sort of where I got the Terra part from, you know. Terraria sounds like, spelled like Terraria. It doesn't sound very nice. It sounds like diarrhea, but like earthy poop. Gross. I took inspiration from Magic the Gathering as well, with two cards that I quite liked at the time, being Terrastodon and Terrastomper. I liked the card Terrastomper. For some reason. I was a noob back then. It's not that good of a card. I thought it was amazing, okay? But I used this inspiration to create the name Terrasoul, and I was actually able to successfully verify it because I learned what my email address was. And then fast forward a few months, I created the word. Well, I don't know if I created it, I just sort of came up with it. Ergoflop. You know that word that I use, Ergoflop? Well, it's a fun word. I like it. I made it, you know. And I'm sort of unhappy with my username, and I don't know. I feel like Terrasoul, it's not really personal enough, you know, it doesn't really actually have my name in it. My name's Chris, by the way. I only said that video until now, which is sort of funny. It makes people call me, like, Terra online, like, I don't know, it seems kind of weird. I don't know, my name's Chris, you know, it's supposed to be called Chris, so I decided I would take my name, Chris, or Christopher, as it officially is. I would take Ergoflop, and I would mash them together, and I would get Christoflop. I don't know, it rolls off the tongue fairly well, Christoflop. You know, it's funky. I'm able to get it on YouTube and on Twitter. Well, actually, no, I think there is somebody on Twitter with it. But there's nobody on Instagram with it, so I'm golden there. The thing is Terrasoul. Terrasoul's a name that was pretty much all had been taken on other platforms, except for YouTube. Also, feel like I'm competing with a brand called Terrasoul Superfoods. Because whenever you search up Terrasoul into YouTube, until like maybe even not even less than a month ago, this other channel popped up called Terrasoul Superfoods. I think they sell like organic food or something, but on other social media sites, if you search up Terrasoul, that's what comes up. If you go to Google, search up Terrasoul Superfoods come up. So I feel like I'm competing with the brand, and I don't want to do that. So I think Christoflop is a nice name. Yeah, for that. But I don't know. You guys don't like it? Tell me. I don't know. I think Christoflop's cool. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching. I don't know. My iPod might have died recording this, so I hope not. But yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay, cool. Then I learned out. Well, I learned out what is this English?